Welcome back. Inanda township, KwaZulu-Natal has been named as one of the country's crime hotspots. But how do residents there feel about it? The latest crime statistics show the area remains a headache for the police. The police minister, recently deployed a few hundred more law enforcement officers to assist with combating crime in that province. Lethiwe Mdluli is in Inanda and joins us now. Good afternoon to you, Lethiwe. So what have the people of Inanda been saying about the crime in their area?
Well, this morning I've spent it in Inanda township, and we know that that township is one of those areas that the police minister has described as a problem area here in KZN. And I've been speaking to community members, and they're saying that they're very used to the crime that takes place at the township, and it's become a norm to them. I asked them earlier about some of the interventions that have been done by the police to basically try and curb the crime in that area, and they're saying that they see the work that the police are doing, but it's not enough, and they are calling for more to happen, basically, because they're saying that every day they're faced with either murder, rape, and gender-based violence crimes. We know that yesterday, when the police minister announced some of the statistics for the first 3 months of 2021, he did say that KZN has recorded a high number of murder crimes, recording double digits, which is an increase from looking back at the previous years. Right now, I'm joined by someone who represents the Community Policing Forum in Inanda, who's going to basically tell us more about some of their interventions and some of the work that they're doing to curb the crime in that township. Babu Pewa, sorry. I just want to know, firstly, some of the interventions that you've been doing as the CPF in Inanda to curb the crime in that area.
Thank you ever so much to have this opportunity to respond to this crime which is affecting us in Inanda. But yes, lady, we do have a problem in Inanda as far as crime is concerned. Although there are so many measures which is contributing factor in Inanda, which created the crime up to this extent right now. And if I may call some of them, the unemployment rate in Inanda is very high. Which used to happen that the people who are not working, they just create the unlawful tavern in their private houses, and the people that just go there in numbers and just have a drink. After that, they just commit crime. Those are a fundamental factor which create the crime up to this extent in Inanda. However, we did try to minimize it as much as we can. See, maybe if you can compare our rate right now, compare in 24 months back, you can see there is a slightly different that we have made. Previously, in murder in particularly, we're number one in South Africa as a whole. But we sat down with the policemen, we have strategized what is the that we should do to try to minimize this crime which is taking place in Inanda. But yes, we did success in doing something, although it's not enough. We are trying with our level best to do, because previously we haven't even got one who will be a leading man in our station, like a brigadier. But we thanks a lot that the department have provided us with a brigadier. I forgot to say his name because he just joined us recently. But he is doing something. He is prepared to doing something. But there are still things that need to be done so that we will just eliminate this rate of crime which is affecting our people in Inanda. That is what we are facing with. But we are trying we do level best. And another thing that we are doing, if I can just put all the cards on the table, we used to just created the structures of CPF in various areas so that they will work with policemen to reduce this crime. Only to find that 6 months down the line, there is no one. They just left this position we gave them. The thing is, CPF is only structure which is fundamental, but we can't get the stipend as others happening. Now they are just compared with others, with other structures, those who are getting stipend. We are not getting stipend, and that is one of the things which is make the people who just make the structure today, tomorrow it just disappeared.
And regarding rape crimes, Inanda is ranked as the second station that reports high numbers when it comes to rape. What are some of the interventions with that?
Yeah, you know, when you're talking about the rape, there is no proper evidence that you should come up with. Only what just call the meetings and just try to people and just make sure that from shipping, that's a vulnerability. But
Right, unfortunately, our picture there just keeps freezing and breaking as Lethiwe is speaking, of course, to her guest there from the CPF in Inanda. That was her just, of course, giving us just some feedback as to what the people in the community of Inanda are saying about the crime statistics and the area being identified as one of the hotspots, just following the Police Minister, Pegicele's release of the crime statistics. Hopefully, we'll be getting more word from Lethiwe throughout the course of the day. But let's move